Hi, my name is Fiona Humphreys and I am the Head of Business at Ysgol Bro Ever. I teach business at Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. I'm also a teacher of ICT at Key Stage 3. I've also had the experience of delivering ICT at Key Stage 4. I'm also a WJEC examiner and moderator for GCSE Business and Retail Business. I've been working with WJEC for 4 years now. I graduated from the University of Wales, Trinity St David, with a PGC in business in 2015. A lot of business PGCE students don't realise that they will more than likely have to teach a second subject alongside business, which usually is ICT, as the two go hand in hand. Personally, I was over the moon when I got the opportunity to teach a lot of ICT alongside business whilst doing my PGCE, as I got the opportunity firsthand to see what an ICT lesson looked like. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an insight as to who I am and my background in teaching. Since working at Ysgol Bro Ever, I'm the member of staff with the highest number of ICT lessons at Key Stage 3. I guess this is where my interest in computing and computer science really started. We teach a number of lessons on Scratch, and it's always been one of the most exciting elements of teaching ICT, in my opinion. Students have the ability to be really creative, to problem solve, and to really start taking an interest in computing if this is what they are interested in. The head of ICT and computer science and I started co-running a coding club weekly for pupils in Key Stage 3. At the coding club, we used the Technoteach Scratch resources, which the pupils thoroughly enjoyed. We also introduced microbits and drones and Minecraft for education. Technoteach also visited the school on a number of occasions to deliver sessions to the students. I remember sitting in on one lesson where the focus was on Greenfoot. Since being in that lesson, I knew that I wanted to start coding myself. The head of ICT and computer science and a teacher of ICT and computer science at my school have both completed the VTCT in computing for teachers at level 3. Both had said how valuable they found the course and how much they had taken away from the experience. I signed myself up for the course and started in September 2019. It was one of the best decisions that I made because it allowed me the time outside of school, 18 days in fact, to understand how to code. You know, if you work in a school, that time is very precious and we don't get enough of it. So to get the opportunity to learn outside of school with no distractions really helped me. So since being on the course, we as an ICT department did decide to start teaching Python to students in Year 9. Having the opportunity to learn Python programming on the course allowed me to feel more confident in delivering a topic I'd very recently just been introduced to. I felt more confident to deliver the content, to support the students in their learning, and to solve problems in the classroom. As well as Python programming, I've further developed my skills in Scratch and learned how to program in Greenfoot, Logo, and Little Man Computer. These are just some of the tasks and languages that we used at university. I don't claim to be an expert in the field of computer science at all. I'm still a beginner who's transitioning into the field. I have many barriers to learning myself, including a lack of time. Since the course has come to an end, I'm going to struggle to find time at the start of the new term to revisit many of the languages we studied at university. However, we might get a few extra sessions this year as we had to finish early at the start of the year due to the lockdown. I get frustrated, like many of the pupils, when my code isn't working. It's especially frustrating after I spent hours working on a code and not being able to identify what the problem is. I'm constantly learning new things, even in the classroom when I solve a pupil's program. A lack of knowledge is definitely a barrier to learning for me, but as I move forward, I hope to get the time to develop the knowledge I have learned over the past year. However, it's important to keep reminding myself that I am on a journey. I have a long way to go, and I am not where I want to be, but also that I have come a long way this year. If I think back to this time last year, I had no knowledge whatsoever of Python programming. And if anybody had asked me to teach it, I probably wouldn't have slept for months. I'd really like to thank Technoteach for providing me with this opportunity to develop myself and to provide me with the confidence to deliver Python programming in the classroom. I hope that this video will help many teachers who might have to teach elements of computing in the classroom. There really is nothing to be worried about. We as teachers learn new things every day, and I think it's important to keep reminding the students of this. We don't know everything, and we are on a journey like them. Thank you.